Good everybody, it is Robett, and today's question is, how do you engage with thousands of people? Now the true answer is, you can't. You cannot have 1,000 different individual conversations with 1,000 different people on the same day at all times. You will hit a threshold. Now there was a really interesting thing about the guy that started Goretex, the clothing company. He had a rule where basically anytime a factory got over 150 people, he would stop and build a new one. Specifically because he knew the relationships after 150 people, you couldn't really scale that full care out as a community. So his headspace was thinking 150 people, that's when your brain sort of thinks everyone sort of becomes numbers. Not to say that people aren't numbers, it's more the fact of you can't have a 4-paragraph conversation with 1,000 people that hit you up every single day. All that happens is you become reactionary to them. So the true answer is you can't have individual deep relationships with over 1,000 people. Not possible, in my opinion, because there's only 24 hours in a day, 12 hours if you're potentially working, 1,000 different people. There's flipping like 58 people an hour. That's a minute per person per day. That is not going to have a deep relationships. But in saying that, I think you can get a way more upside of not necessarily communication or engagement with, but opening up opportunities where they can engage with you in potential real time. Let's say for Facebook, on Facebook Live or any type of live stream, if there is a community that is using technology to create some type of exclusive touch point or something that other people can't really get, to actually be there in the moment, where you create special moments or special access or exclusivity or something that's not just I can scroll and get to any time. When you create that type of scarcity or different types of interactions, either with live and likes and comments and sharing and polls and way that you can get influence or opinions from others, that's a great way that you can still try and have a bit more, I guess, structure or interaction. Or if you have some type of consistency with either a show or program that people buy into, over time what ends up happening is that builds community around your thing, and as long as you stay consistent, you're consistently adding value to that group as they build and get bigger, and that starts to cycle itself. So can you individually have deep relationships with over 1,000 people? No. But can you engage at scale utilizing technology in smarter ways if you think just a little bit more strategically about the type of content you put out, where you put it out, when you put it out, what format you put it out on, and then also different ways that you can engage in person? That'd be good. Last year I had one of this idea where I said, you know, I can't do 100 coffees in one day, but what about if I put on a startup sushi night and a whole bunch of people come up and sake, sushi, and everyone gets to meet and mingle in one mix and a whole bunch of value and interaction. That's what I did, and it worked a great treat. So 100 people got value for an hour or two instead of only 3 or 4 people being able to have a couple of coffees. So think a bit more strategically about where you engage with others if you want to go over 1,000, and that would be my 2 cents. If you think I can add value or got any questions you'd like to ask me, feel free to hit the link below, and I'm more than happy to do so and add value wherever I can. Have a good day, team. Peace.